Hi, this is Fernando Aguirre. Today I wanted to talk about the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment clearly states that a well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Okay? This is a wonderful piece of liberty and a precious gift the founding fathers left to the American people, and it's such rare gift in this world. It's almost never seen in any other country. Most other countries had founding fathers and people in power that, yeah, let's gonna give the people the right of free speech and such. Let's give them the right to say whatever they want, and let's give them freedom. But guns and such, let's keep those for ourselves, just in case we one day want to do things that may upset the population. Instead, the American founding fathers, they gave you guys a rare and precious gift, giving you the right to keep and bear arms, as the Second Amendment clearly states. Now, it's awkward that those that should know the Second Amendment better than anyone else, the American population, sometimes don't understand completely, and they have debates and such about, no, they meant this or that, no, what's the militia, it's the army, the army has the guns, and that was what the Second Amendment is referring to. Well, those are all confusions that I sometimes have a hard time understanding. How is it possible for such debates to even exist? First of all, the word militia, that is often referred to even by people that support the Second Amendment. I was watching on one of the Penn and Teller videos that said gun bans are bullshit or something like that, and they were saying that when they described this, when they explained the Second Amendment, they said that the militia would be the army, and they said, yeah, we need a well-regulated militia, we need the armed forces and such, and then the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So they were kind of separating or explaining that it was referring to the armed forces, the army, and then separately or in another way granting the right to keep and bear arms to the population. That's a huge mistake, because militia is you, me, and everyone else with a gun. That's militia. In those days, militia was the people living in the United States, the American population with guns. That's militia. A well-regulated militia, regulated means properly equipped, having supplies, having food, having clothes in case you have to fight, and having the firearms. Of course, there's never going to be a ban on clothes or on food, but the guns are much more delicate, and the right, to keep and bear them, the founding fathers saw how maybe during a dictatorship or an authoritarian government, that right could be attempted to be taken away. So they made it specifically clear that a well-regulated militia was necessary for the security of a free state. The well-regulated militia, well-regulated is properly armed. Militia is the neighborhoods, the people with guns. That's the militia. Okay? It's not referring to the armed forces. It's not referring to granting the Marines the right to keep and bear arms. They're not granting the right to the police. It's talking about specifically the people, the citizens, the right of the citizens to have arms, and that's the militia, the people, well armed. Okay. Another important part where it says, when it mentions the free state, the word free state there, the word free, is not coincidental. It's important because it's making it abundantly clear again that if you don't have a well-armed population, you don't have a free state, because if people aren't armed, if they don't have the right to keep and bear arms, the state is not free anymore. It's a dictatorship. So it's making it abundantly clear that it's necessary for the security of a free state. Also, the right to keep and bear arms. Keep them in your house, go shooting, go hunting or whatever, but also bear them as well. Bear them is carrying them, having them with you. The right to carry your weapon concealed and such is already in the Second Amendment, so it makes no sense for other states and such to grant you again what you already have. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about this and explain a little bit of confusion even among those that support the Second Amendment and think that when they talk about well-regulated militia, they're talking about the army. It's not the army, it's the neighbors, the people, the citizens' arms. And the right to keep and bear arms is extremely important. As I was saying before, it's a terribly rare gift these days, the ones that you guys in USA have. Okay, see you on our next clip.